What's up guys, it's Apollo Uchiha here and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm back with a new movie. The name of this movie is What If Naruto Was Blessed by Shinigami and Was Reincarnation of Grim Reaper. And yeah guys, it is an unscripted movie. Now before continuing this, shout out to Stu where it is due. Shout out to my boy Just Fun. By the way, this is his tag, because it is his idea. Shout out to him for this idea. Anyways, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel and this movie, and comment down below your own suggestions. And without any further ado, let's begin with our today's movie. The story begins in Konoha Gakure no Sato on October 10th in nighttime. It was supposed to be a peaceful evening and night for most of the villagers and for the shinobis. But it turned into one hellish nightmare when the Kyuubi no Yoko descended upon them without any warning or without any reason, and started to cause mayhem and destruction left and right. And so the shinobis took charge alongside the clan heads and their clansmen. Each shinobi, konomichi, and even the retired shinobis such as the retired Santaim Hokage Hiruzen Sarutobi took the charge and led the battle. All the meanwhile buying time while Genins evacuated the civilians to safety, and they waited for their current leader, Minato no Mikaze. "Has anyone seen Minato?" yelled out Hiruzen Sarutobi in the battlefield. "No, Hokage-sama." "Then we must stay strong, people. Try to buy as much as time Minato needs. Something must have happened." As now we go towards the other side, in the backwards of the village, in the deep forest, as we see a huge boom was occurred there. As we go to the side to see an injured masked person was panting heavily, as in front of him stood a blonde-haired man with two tri-pronged kunais and a white coat over him with jonin vest and clothing. My, I must admit, I underestimated you, Minato no Mikaze. You certainly live up to your reputation. What do you want?" "I already got what I want. For now, I'll be leaving, since you have wounded me." "What? You think I'll let you? You have no other choice, Minato. Look behind you!" As Minato's eyes widened, as he looked behind to find his village, which was on the brink of destruction. "Oh no." "Yes, Minato. Go and save your pathetic village now, until we meet again." As now we see Minato was thinking hard, as he ride back towards his house, where he found his wife, who has just given birth to the triplets, their 3 children, Menma, Mito, and the youngest Naruto. As something was wrong with Naruto, he was having trouble breathing. "What is going on, Kushina?" "Minato, what happened? The Kyuubi, did you?" "No. I came back. The masked person escaped. I have to do something about the Biju." As Kushina looked at Minato with wide eyes. "No, you couldn't be. I'm sorry, Kushina. There is no other choice. I have to take them all. They have to be the Jinchurikis. I can't ask for my friends or any other person out there to give me their child if I can't do this on my own. I'm sorry, Minato. Naruto is looking weak. His chakra pulse is rising and dropping. I don't know what is wrong with him. Maybe it's the Kyuubi extraction that caused this to happen or something. He's not fit to be a Jinchuriki," said Kushina as she was close to crying about losing her child. "I have to then do with Menma and Mito." "Wait," said Kushina. "What seal are you going to use?" I'm sorry, Kushina, but I have to use the Hakai Fuyin." "No, don't. There is no other choice and there is no time left. I have to do what I have to do." As Kushina then stopped. "Wait, use this. This is the 10 pentagram seal. It was solidified by Mito-sama and was used on me. You have to solidify it more. Make a key for it. Only that key will be able to unlock this seal." "Alright. Thank you, Kushina." As now we see, taking Menma and Mito, Naruto arrived at the battlefield. As this was going on, we see something in the realm that nobody could see, and yet in the realm of the shinobi world. A parallel limbo universe, where the lost souls arrive, and Shinigami's duty was to guide them. As we see, the Shinigami, the son of Kami and Yami, was the ruler of this realm, because he was the one who ruled over this domain. As he was watching over his reapers, the Grim Reapers, whose job is to take the souls of those whose time was up and bring it to the limbo world for them to be judged and then condemned to hell or either be sent to heaven. As today they march towards Konoha, as we see that there were a lot of souls that were brought by many reapers, and amongst them was a reaper who was quite curious one. And aside from every other reaper who usually followed the word of their master, he was in his own world at some times. And that is when we see Shinigami taking a notice that he was not there, as he arrived following that reaper. "What are you doing here?" As the reaper bowed, "My apologies, my lord. I was just curious by the birth of this being. His life. It shouldn't be supposed to be like this, but it has been. I'm trying to find out how did this happen." "It is happening because you're nearby. A reaper is only sent close to those who are close to dying out. You being near a good healthy baby boy has affected it already. The mother was the one who was supposed to go, but she was saved. It was not her time. It was only close to akin to that. So do your job and leave." As before they could leave, something happened, and the soul appeared as Naruto for a moment stopped breathing in the real world, as Kushina cried, "No, no, Naruto, no!" As she was in tears while everyone was celebrating on the other side. The Kyuubi no Yoko was defeated and sealed away by Minato Namikaze, as everyone was cheering for him. And amongst these cheers, Kushina's cries were muffled and hidden from Minato, as Naruto Uzumaki was supposedly dead, but Kushina, then with a determination in her eyes, looked upwards. "I'm not gonna give him to you right now," as if she was talking to someone, and unbeknownst to her in the limbo realm, Shinigami was watching all of this, as he was in face to face in front of Kushina. Your determination has touched me, woman. Listen to me, Reaper. You have been close to something that is we call a defective one, and a human. You will retain your powers, and since this happened because of you, you and the boy's soul will combine as one, and you, as one with the boy now, will live in him. You will be erased, but your curiosity and your powers will live within the boy. He will be my vessel, my avatar, able to call upon my power, and he will be the child of prophecy." As now we see, the Shinigami then looked towards its Reaper, who had its scythe in his hand, as with a bow, the Reaper disappeared in bright white light, as the soul merged with that white light and was sent back to, Naruto's body, as Kushina was pumping chakra, magical chakra into Naruto, as Naruto's heartbeat beat once more, as the rhythm of his heartbeat become normal, as Kushina hugged her baby boy, finally happy that she was able to bring him back to life. As now we see that at that time Minato and the two other children arrived, as Minato then asked, "What happened, Kushina?" I'm so relieved, Minato. I'm so relieved," as Kushina passed out in Minato's arm, as Minato then called for medics to check upon his kids as well as on his wife. And soon after that, as this was going on, we see Hiruzen arrived. "Well, you got brave kids there, and a good wife, Minato. I'm sorry to say about what happened to you. It's enough. You don't need to say anything. We need to find that idiot who caused all of this. That man, he must be punished for his crimes." "I know. Well, we will do whatever we can to find him. I'll call back Sensei. You don't need to worry about that. Jiraiya sent me a letter before all this madness ensued. He was on his way here. It'll take him some days to get here, but he will arrive here. Knowing that the news reaches fast, to him at least, he'll be arriving soon, as that is when in the puff of smoke Jiraiya arrived. Sensei, Minato, you're both fine. Good, that is fine. Yes, we are fine, Sensei. So, well, where are my godchildren? They're resting, being checked, Jiraiya. Not now. Come on, Sensei, I want to meet my godchildren. Is it that hard? I mean, just let me see them. As Jiraiya then saw the three children. They are good. Cute, kind of. Anyways, tell me, what did you do to the Biju? Well, I had no other choice but to make another Jinchuriki, or in this case, Jinchurikis. Jinchurikis. Yes, both men and me too. You know, this is quite odd as it may be, but you can't keep them together, right? What kind of seal did you use? As Jiraiya went to check upon the seal, as after inspecting it, he said, It has a key, doesn't it? Yes, as Minato made the matrix, as the matrix appeared in his hand, this is the key. Minato, we are not so sure. It is an experimental seal. I mean, things could go wrong if, you know, if the key fall in the wrong hands. So what are you suggesting, Jiraiya? Said Hiruzen. Sensei, these kids, I mean the QB, if not anyone, might try to come and become one again and break free. Because the seal is still experimental, we have to make sure that nothing happens. And for that, they need to be away from Konoha and from each other. I mean, it is dangerous, but it is the only option. What? But Sensei, are you sure? I mean, I think everything will be working fine, just perfect. And I have 3 children. Who will be looking after the third one? I know someone who will, but I don't think you're gonna like this. As the next morning when Kushina woke up and everything was revealed to her, no, for the last time, no. Naruto is not going to the Toad Mountain and being raised there. He's going to be living with us and here, all together. Kushina Sensei is kind of right. As much as I hate to admit, he is right here. And this is an experimental seal. I mean, I did tinker with the seal that was used on you, and the seal on you was broken. So, I was giving birth. Soon our children will grow up in the future. If not now, then when? When at that time, the seal will be weakened again. And think about it. Mito's life will be in danger. As Kushina was in deep thought as well. So what do you say? What, should we just break off this all and leave on our own? No, Kushina. We will be in contact and we'll be nearby. Just not exactly near with one another. What about Naruto then? If we're gonna go on our own way, then you'll be raising one of the children who is a Jinchuriki. I'll be raising the other one who is gonna look after Naruto, because I sure as hell won't be sending him to the Toads. Fine then. I guess there is no other choice. He'll be living in the orphanage here. The orphanage of my friend named Hanma. He'll take Naruto in and we'll tell him everything. I'll tell him. And he will be under the laces of Naruto Uzumaki, not Namikaze, because you already know why. Uzumaki will also cause great stir and there will be many targets. We want people, even their friends, to be unaware of who he is, because the lesser people know, the better, Sensei. So what do you suggest? Just Naruto. It will be enough for the time being. Jiraiya, that is kind of indirectly kicking him out of the both clans. Since Namikaze is a civilian clan, that doesn't matter that much, but Uzumaki is a shinobi clan, heck, a village of their own. You can't just do that. I'm telling you to hide this, not just, disregard it completely. Nobody needs to know, Sensei. It is for his own safety. And I'll be jumping in between the 3 of them, staying with Minato for a bit and then Kushina. I have already contacted Tsunade and she has agreed to, go with Kushina in case anything happens. Really? Yes, I see. Then that settles it. If you agree, Kushina, Minato, we'll go on with this, said Hiruzen. There is no other choice. I wish there was. Fine, we'll agree to this. As now we see, Minato took Menma, and with the help of Jiraiya they left the next morning. And on the other side, Kushina waited for Tsunade and Shizune as they arrived and left with Mito, as Naruto was being cradled by Hiruzen. As he, now reinstated as the current Hokage again, has taken the charge, as he went to Hanma first, telling him a bit and putting Naruto in the orphanage. But to his surprise and, shock, Hanma already knew. So this is their kid, huh? The third one. You knew. Of course, Hiruzen. The kid is a carbon copy of them. Both of them, actually. And you forgot Minato was raised here. Once. You got me there, right? So, can you keep this a secret, old friend, from everyone? I mean, yes, but you do know that if the kid grows up, Most of the kids in such circumstances turn to hate their parents. Well, we can only hope for the best. It was Jiraiya's idea, and we kind of went with it because that was the most logical. It is only safer for the kids as well as safer for the village. It is an experimental seal. If anything goes wrong, then those kids could die. Jiraiya is playing with fire here. I know. But for the time being, Naruto stays here. Okay? Fine. As now we see, Hiruzen went back to the council chambers, where a Kage meeting was now being held. As everyone was surprised with Minato's decision. Hokage-sama. Before continuing this meeting, I have a question. What happened to Minato-sama and Kushina-sama exactly? Did they, split up and left? No. They kind of did split up, but not for the reasons that you all might think. It is for a secret mission. You see, the seal we have used on the Jinchurikis, both of them, is kind of an experimental. And to see if the seal will hold itself and to make sure that it doesn't affect the health of the children, and if anything goes wrong, doesn't, continue on the QB's job as it is released here. That is why they have taken. And Tsunade and Jiraiya are with them both, so it is fine. As Danzo then said, that is interesting, because from what I have heard, the rumor states that they had triplets. What happened to the third child? As Hiruzen, for a moment, almost had shivers because he knew Danzo was onto something. Well, Danzo, I don't know about the third child, and I don't think there was any, because as far as I remember, there were only two. There might be only rumors. Rumors, you say? Fine. I guess that settles it then. Rumors, said Danzo as he sat down. As the meeting continued on as usual, as now we see some time begin to pass by, as Naruto reached at the age of 6. He was a quiet kid, almost in his own world, and mostly because of that he was bullied in the orphanage, and because of those bullies, as they began to grow up, he was now bullied on the streets as well. And the people, and most likely the children, began to bully him. And the people even began to hate him because, well, he had the whisker marks resembling the QB. They called him the Reminder, the Demon Spawn, and so on. It was kind of foolish, even if Hiruzen tried to tell them, debunk everything, and even reveal, after making sure they all checked, that he was just nothing more than a normal kid and they might be birthmarks. Nobody listened, except for the shinobis and konoichis. Even the Genins. Whenever Naruto was being bullied by the civilians, they will always help him. Even the Genins would, because they knew that Naruto was the most misunderstood person there, and he was just a quiet, silent kid who just wanted to be on his own, and didn't have any friends. And the most prime example, and closest thing that he could call friend, or a family, was Hiruzen Sarutobi, Inu, Anbu, as well as then Itachi Uchiha and Shisui Uchiha. Both of them were his friends, brothers, and the one who were, well, teaching him shinobi stuff. As now we see, Sasuke and Naruto were training with both of them. As Naruto and Sasuke were sparring, Naruto was easily able to deal with Sasuke, and with a single swipe of his kick, was able to knock him over and placed a wooden kunai to his neck. Enough, said Itachi. Well, that was a good footwork, Naruto. You're fast on your foot. Well, I think I might pass down my, secret technique to you, Naruto. Really? You think so? Said Naruto, in almost a whisper-like voice, as Sasuke then said, I can't believe I lost. Nissan, am I... Sasuke. Everyone has their own pace. Naruto is a fast learner. You will learn in due time. You don't have to force yourself. And plus, you're still a kid who is learning and growing. It'll be easier if you practice hard. I will. I promise. And next time I'm taking you down, dope. I'm sorry, what? Said Naruto. You heard me. You dope. As Naruto was taken aback by that, as Shisui then chuckled. I sense a rivalry brewing amongst them. As Naruto too had a confidence in his eyes and a certain sheer focus that he too was going to head face Sasuke. And that at that time we see Itachi had a smile on his face, as then he had a frown. You know, Naruto, you can go home for the time being. Really? Yes. Just practice what we have taught you so far, okay? This will get you through the academy. And once you have your own sensei in a team, they will be your family like, and also they will be the one who will watch over you and teach you. Really? Yes. Alright. I see what you are talking about, Nissan. I'll be leaving then. As Naruto left for his apartment, using the Sunshin technique that Shisui has been teaching him. You have been teaching him Sunshin, huh? Yes. You know how I'm. So, moving onwards. Said Itachi, what do you think we should do? I mean, should we, take Danzo's initiative? Do we even have a choice? The clan is planning a coup. Because everyone blames the Uchiha for the Kyuubi attack. As Itachi looked down. Can't you try? I have tried, Shisui. I have tried to reason with that man that I called my father. He just wouldn't bend. And the elders. Don't get me started on those old heap of bastards. They just want to watch the world burn. If a coup breaks out, there will be a lot of casualties. Many innocents will suffer. That is why I have a plan, my friend. What plan? Itachi, you will fake your death and take the kids and women once I begin my part. What? But we were supposed to do this together. No, Shisui. I'm doing this on my own. Only those who have suffered and caused suffering will die. And those who will suffer and are innocent, I won't let that happen. They will escape. The kids will, at least, alongside the women. What about the rest? Those who are innocent still. I'm sorry they have to go. But at least the clan will be saved. Some of it will. And once the time is right, you will find Sasuke and tell him everything then. Are you sure about this, Itachi? I can't wait any longer. This has to happen. What about Naruto then? At least for him, we have to wait a bit. He needs to be taught, or otherwise he will be targeted by some other people. And some of the shinobis who have been taking bounties of him now as well, because these pricks that we are trying to save, they are just going to offer a higher number just to get his head. As Itachi paused for a bit, I'm gonna try my best to hold them off as best as I can, and after that, I'm gonna just execute them all. As now we see, that is how Itachi was taught for the time being, but Shisui was given his orders, and he knew now to avoid Danzo at all cost, and make sure he had those who were innocents, newborn as well as kids, safe. And now we see on the other side, in Uzashio-gakure, near Uzashio-gakure in a village, Kushina Uzumaki, who has bought a home, was training alongside with Tsunade and her daughter, Mito. Come on, Mito, focus. You can revive this fish. I'm trying my hard, Oba-chan, Ka-chan, but it's not working. It will. You are going to be the future of Konoha Medical. And you will do this, because I trust in you. You have to believe in yourself. I will. I promise I won't disappoint. As Mito was focusing hard on her training, on the other side, Menma wasn't any sort of behind. He was like a genius, like his father. And since Jiraiya was there, a little bit of pervert as well. But when he was focusing good. They were at the land of toads, training there from time to time and then arriving at a nearby village because of Jiraiya's, recreational activities, which were mainly, peeping on women. And Menma very too much often joined him as well, the little prick. He was being a genuine prodigy that Jiraiya wanted, someone akin to like him. But he also was learning the arts of the toad sage as well, because he was already undergoing the sage training. As on the other side, Itachi was the one who was teaching Naruto. As now we see, 1 year went by as Naruto and Sasuke in Konoha reached at the age of 8, as they were training together in, the backyard of the Uchiha compound in the woods nearby, their usual spot. Man, I can't believe both of them just left after we arrived here from the academy, said Sasuke. They must have something they need to do, Sasuke. During this year, Naruto and Sasuke have become rivals, and they also have become something akin to brothers and best friends. And that is why they were only able to communicate like this when no one was around, because in the eyes of the others and everyone else, they were still rivals. But when they were alone, they were like this. So what do you think? What could they be doing? As that is when they heard some screams from the Uchiha compound. We should head there, see what it is. As both of them arrived, only to be knocked out by Itachi himself. What? But Naruto was persistent as Sasuke was knocked out. As his katana was covered in blood, his eyes blaring red. His armor was covered in blood as well. What have you done, Nisan? What have I done? I killed this pathetic clan, Naruto. And Sasuke is going to be the next one of my victims. No, I won't let you do that, said Naruto, as the shock overcame, as his instincts kicked in, as he on his own charged towards Itachi, and with his kunais was going head to head with his katana. But at that time we see Naruto was in a genjutsu where he watched Sasuke die. No! As he then watched Sasuke die 1,000 times, as because of the trauma he passed out. I'm sorry, Naruto. It had to be like this. As on that moment, Sasuke woke up and saw this. Naruto laying down his big brother's sword covered in blood. As Itachi looked at Sasuke. You too, little brother. Lights out for you. As he endured the same trauma as Naruto did, but that unlocked his Sharingan, which turned from 1 tomo to 2 tomos each eye before he passed out. As now we see, finally doing so, he picked both of them up and dropped them nearby under the shade of a tree. Everything has been done. You seriously did that? Why did you do this, Itachi-san? Why? Said most of the younger Uchihas over there and the, innocent ones. I had no other choice. As said Shisui, I'll be taking the blame now. Because in the end, I was the one who had to do this. You all, here. This is all the Uchiha funds that I was able to gather. Go on and live your life somewhere else, hiding. As now we see, Shisui then said, are you sure you want to do this? There is no other choice. They had gone through trauma as well. I don't think they will sit still because of this betrayal. It is best you leave and remain hidden with the Uchiha clan. You all didn't have any part in this, but they were planning a coup. What? But why? Shisui will tell you in due time. Go and start somewhere safe, away from all of this madness of elemental nations. A place you can finally call home. As now we see, Itachi disappeared in a murder of crows. As Shisui then said, everyone, we're leaving. As they, in that night, left. As after some time, we see the Anbus arrived alongside with Hiruzen Sarutobi. Naruto, what is he doing here? Said one of the Anbus, who was wearing a mask of a dog, Inu. As this was the Anbu that was closest to Naruto's family as well. Kakashi, do you think that Naruto was? I don't care if he was training with them or not. The reason he is here, I want to know why. I thought he was just on his own always. I don't know that much, but he is here. And he's, from the looks of it, safe. Both of them. I want medics to be taking them to the hospital. Anbu hospital, because the civilian won't treat him. Hi. As the Anbus without any word listen to their superior and take both of them to the Anbu hospital. As now we see, both of the kids woke up 1 week after this whole, experience. As both of them were in the same room. Naruto, Sasuke, you're okay, right? Both of them said in unison. Was that a dream? Said Sasuke. No, Sasuke. That was not a dream, unfortunately. Itachi Nisan really did. Don't call him that. He killed everyone. As that is when Hiruzen Sarutobi entered. Well, kids, it seems that you have been in good health, and you have recovered somewhat. Gigi, what happened? Why did Itachi Nisan kill the Uchihas? Why did he try to kill Sasuke as well? Itachi has gone rogue. he said something that Uchihas are going to be the end of the, well, Uchiha clan itself. So before that could happen, he ended them because they were growing weak, soft, from what we have heard or gathered information so on about. What? But why? He wouldn't do that, said Sasuke. You saw what happened with your own eyes, Sasuke. You were there. You saw the bloodshed. You both saw. I don't need to give you any proof. The proof is already in front of your eyes. As both of them were left to fend for themselves for the time being, because that was what they needed. As on the other side, both Minato and Kushina were so engrossed in their own, well, children that were given to them that they have properly and almost forgotten about Naruto. As now we see, time like this then begin to pass by. As in Konoha, Naruto and Sasuke were now inseparable, and always relied on each other, trained with each other. Sasuke was able to achieve 3 tomos, and Naruto was able to achieve an ability that he did not knew he had. He was able to release a genjutsu-like ability, a surrounding of his own, the Dome of Darkness, as he called it. An area of a parameter in circle would be surrounded in darkness, that in which the true fears of one person will be showed, until they either go crazy or completely break. And the other ability was, Naruto could summon through from a dark mist a weapon, a sai of some sort, which he would use then to cut down trees with instant slashes. Naruto was quite comfortable with it, and soon as he dropped the sai, it disappeared as soon as it has appeared in the said dark mist. But these abilities were kept secret. And as for Sasuke, Naruto and he have been learning throughout the Uchiha library, since Naruto was quite surprised to find out that he too had, well, fire affinity, and his fire affinity was somewhat different. Usual fire was red or yellow or blue, but his was black, and it was much hotter and didn't even leave any residue behind, like it burned something much deeper, and it was much more corrupt. Unknown to Naruto, this was the abilities of the Reaper within him, and it was the blessing of the Shinigami to use such abilities. As now we see, Naruto and Sasuke have grown up like this, as they have reached at the age of 13, and today was their graduation day, as both of them were going to conduct their test. As the first test was about to begin, the door slid open, and in came 2 figures. They were Menma and Mito, 2 of the siblings who have just reunited a few weeks back, and were here. As Iruka introduced them, everyone, I'm happy to tell you that we have the 4th Hokage back in the village, and his family is back finally. You see, they left 13 years ago because these 2 are the Jinchurikis of the Kyuubi no Yoko, and they contain it within them. And not only that, the seals that contain the Biju within them is quite experimental, and that is why they, for the safety of their own children and for the village, decided to leave. And now they have returned. Everything is okay, and they too will be joining you. As both of them looked towards everyone, and that is when Naruto caught their eye. As both of them had a smile on their faces when they saw Naruto, as Naruto ignored them, as he was busy looking towards the paper. As Sasuke then told him, "Psst, hey Naruto, both of the new kids, the Kage's kids, they're looking at you." As Naruto glanced at them, as they smiled more, as then he glanced down. I don't know what their game is, but oh well. Naruto shrugged his shoulder. As this was going on, as the test finally commenced, on the other side, in Hokage office, we see, oh no, we totally forgot about Naruto. As this was the debate going on, as Minato was the one who brought this up, as Hiruzen brought this up, and, well, told them about their 3rd son. How can I forget about him? I saved him that time. Minato, I failed as a mother. No, you didn't. You just have to keep it a secret. Like it never happened. We have to now approach him somehow. No, the normal approach is not possible here because he has gone through a lot of trauma. Trauma? Like what? As Hiruzen opened everything like an open book because he wanted these people to realize just what kind of mistake they all have committed because he alone couldn't carry this guilt anymore. And so in the end, Itachi did all this. and both of them suffered enough. They've watched each other die 1,000 times, Minato, in the most gruesome way possible. The trauma was more than enough to cause them to pass out for a whole week, and after that, they seem to have been inseparable, have been training in the Uchiha compounds. Naruto even moved there from the orphanage, and has never left it, and neither has Sasuke. The only time they do is to arrive at academy and go back to their complex, and that is the only time we see them. How are we gonna include ourselves with them? That is not possible the simple way. The only way I see it, Minato, you have to take that duty of Hokage and leave this to Kushina. You're going to be the sensei, and Naruto and Sasuke unfortunately have to be separated. Naruto will be placed in Team 13, which will be the Uzumaki team with his siblings, while Sasuke will be placed in Team 7 under Kakashi. But Hokage-sama, Sensei, I'm sorry Kushina-sama, but I called for it before. I'm sorry Kakashi, can you please? Fine. But know this, I don't think they're gonna like this that much. We don't care, this is our only chance. We have made a mistake. Things could have worked out here if it wasn't for Sensei's idea, but what if they hadn't, Minato? We couldn't have been sure. Besides, we had to continuously monitor them. It was because of that we were able to, finally realize that there was nothing really to worry about. You're right, Sensei. Fine. Let's do this then. As now we see, after the tests were done in the academy, the team announcements were made. As Sasuke and Naruto were seated. What do you think? We'll end up together? Hardly. What? What do you mean? Said Sasuke. I mean, we are both at the same spot, Sasuke. At number 1, tying with one another. Do you think they would place us both together in a team? I mean, it is possible if they place us in an assault team. You're right about that, but we'll see. Okay, Team 7. It'll be Sasuke Uchiha, Sai, and Sakura Haruno. Oh, come on, said Sasuke to Naruto, as Naruto then said, Told you, it wouldn't happen. Seriously, I have to go to Hokage-sama. Let's see who my teammates are. I just hope it's Shikamaru or Choji. What? Why them? Because, well, they're kind of cool guys, I mean. They have good heads on their shoulder, and it'll be easy to, coordinate. I see. Well, tough luck for me, I guess. Since I have a mute as well as a fangirl on my head. Wait, this could work. I mean, I can use them. Geez, Sasuke, that is quite dark when you say it like that. You know what I mean. This doesn't change anything, Naruto. We're still gonna train together, remember. And our sparring session continues on whenever we have the time. You got that right. As that is when Naruto's team was announced. Team 13 under Kushina Uzumaki herself will be Menma, Mito, Uzumaki Namikaze, and Naruto. As the siblings were happy while Naruto raised an eyebrow. What is it, Naruto? Something is off. What is off? I mean, why do they look so happy? I don't even know them. I'll find out, I guess. As now we see, one by one everyone left as Kushina arrived and took her team as well. As they were inside the training ground 13. Which was, well, basically training ground 7, but it was split in half since it was the most largest training ground ever. So, this is our training space now. I would like to ask, how about we introduce ourselves before going on? Alright, I'll go on. My name is Menma Uzumaki Namikaze. My likes are my family, my siblings, and, well, my wish is to become the Hokage. My dislikes are traitor and, well, those who try to harm my family and friends. As Mito Uzumaki then did her introduction, which was akin to this, as Naruto was quite weirded out by this, as Naruto then said, my name is Naruto. My likes are, well, my best friend, Sasuke. And my dislikes are the people of Konoha, as the three of them were quite shocked because they have mistreated me, based on just a miscalculation because of this whisker marks, or as they call it, the demon spawn marks. I don't know how, but I guess that's the reason why. Everyone says as my parents abandoned me. Anyways, I don't give a damn about that and don't need your sympathy about that. Moving onwards, my likes are the Shinobis and Konoichis of this village, and GT, and Sasuke. Because they have been by my side, protecting me, guiding me, and being my support. That is all, I guess. Okay, that is good. As you all know, I am Kushina Uzumaki. And yes, then let us begin with the test. This is the bell test. But Sensei, there are only 2 bells. Well, that is the reason here, Naruto. You have to get the bell if you want to pass. As now we see, Kushina, after telling them the rules, told them the test has begun and they had only an hour, as the 3 of them were together. How are we gonna get those bells? It doesn't make any sense. It is a test, Mito. Do you have any ideas, Naruto? I mean, we can all try to, go at it. And the ones who grab the bells then take it. Wait, what? Yes. I don't care about this, so yeah, you can take the bells. No, Naruto. If we're gonna pass as a team, we have to work together. And we all will pass, said Menma. Taking the charge, as now we see, the 3 of them arrived and charged at Kushina. Menma used his Harishin technique, which was still in the training phases, as he could only use it 8 times before he had a chakra exhaustion. He used it once as he slammed a mini Rasengan, which Kushina grabbed him by the hand and threw him on the other side, as Mito charged towards him with a fist, as it bought enough Naruto a distraction time to appear behind her in the murder of crows, as he dunked down, avoiding her punch, and with a single sweep of a kick was able to drop Kushina, which replaced herself with a log, as that is when she attacked Naruto, as Naruto was barely able to dodge, as the punch where it landed caused huge amount of destruction down there. As that time, we see Menma appeared again with the Harishin, taking both of the bells, as he then said, Naruto! Mito! Here! As he threw the bells towards each of them. As now we see, Kushina then said, and enough! Both of you now have the bells, and Menma, I guess you fail. I guess so. No, he doesn't. Here you go, said Naruto as he threw the bell towards him. As Menma caught it. Why? I mean, if anyone has to go, it should be me, not you. I didn't do much, and besides, I think you would rather be with your family than to spend a year, said Naruto. As Menma, Mito, and Kushina had an expression that Naruto noticed, but let it be. Well, you know what, kids? You all passed. Congratulations on finally officially being Genins, and of Team 13. I'm sorry, what? This was a test, Naruto, said Menma. Of course, thanks to my father being the Kage and him knowing the test. Well, actually creating this test. I knew the basics. It was a team test basically done to see if the team was going to cooperate or willing to give one's life to the other. These bells, they were akin to one's life. I see. Thank you for, demonstrating that, Menma. Of course, we are going to be like family, Naruto. All of us are. As Mito nodded, as Naruto eyes widened, and for the first time he felt warmth in his heart. Unbeknownst to him, this was his real family. But the real family was scared. Scared that they might lose him. And they now had to approach him cautiously. As now we see that Team 13 saga began as they did their D-rank missions and many of the C-rank missions, and even helped out the other teams at times, such as Team 7 when they were stopped and stuck at the land of waves. And after helping them out, we see that they were back at Konoha, as Minato was proud of both of the teams. I'm proud of both of you. The both teams. And you as both have done very much good job in teaching these 6 cannons. So, moving onwards, the next on agenda is the Chunin exams. I have told the other senseis and teams in person. Now it is your turn since you are the last ones to arrive. Would you like to participate in the Chunin exams that are going to be happening this year? As the Genins looked at each other as they nodded. As Naruto nodded as well. Of course we would, said Naruto, as Kushina agreed, as Minato had a smile on his face. As on the other side, we see that the Team 7 agreed as well. And so Sasuke and Naruto trained hard. But Naruto, well, to his surprise, the Uzumaki Namikaze family even included him on dinners as well as stayovers and in deep night trainings. As in one such night, we see that Naruto in the middle of the night woke up. As we see, as he was going upstairs after drinking a glass of water, he stopped as he couldn't help himself because the curiosity got the better of him. As the voices came from, well, the Kage and his wife's room in which they were talking. Minato, I can't bear it. He is my son. He's now living with us. For how long we're gonna hide this from him? As Naruto's eyes widen. What? I need to know. As Naruto's eyes narrowed as he began to listen in closely. Kushina, we have to approach him cautiously. How do you think he will react after finding out we are his family? If it wasn't for those seals that we placed on Menma and Mito, nothing of this sort would have happened. But I know. It was either that or you used Hakefuyin to sacrifice your soul to the Shinigami. And it was I who stopped you to do that. If anyone is here to blame, it is me, said Kushina. But I can bear it. He was dying out, Minato, at that time, and we forgot about him for 13 years. And now that we're back, we remembered him. And we're forcing ourselves into his life. I have to come clean. We are the ones who are guilty for him. We have to tell him everything. Unknown to them, Naruto had tears in his eyes, and he has next morning left their house. I'm leaving. I have to go somewhere, said Naruto. Naruto, where are you going? Said Menma. I said I was leaving. There's somewhere I have to be. I won't be able to participate today or, for a week. I have to train with Sasuke. Sasuke is busy with his team, Naruto. I don't think it is wise to interfere. Then I'll train on my own. I have to go. I have to think. Why? Because I want to. Can't you stop giving a damn about me now? Said Naruto, as for the first time his expression, which was almost the same, broke. And he was on the verge of breaking out and crying. All my life, I have fended for myself on my own. I always wished for a family. I always wanted to know how it felt to have siblings, and then I found something akin to that, and that person betrayed us all, and even tried to kill his own sibling, and even me. I was crushed, and then last night I found out that I was your son. Is that why you were so nice, being nice to me? Is that why you left me in this hellhole? I was beaten. I don't know what to say. Even bounties were placed on me. As Naruto grabbed his head as tears were falling down, as the rest of the family now understood, Naruto has found out the truth, and he was not pleased by them or anyone at that case. We're sorry, Naruto. We didn't wish enough. I'm leaving. As now we see, before the final week, Naruto trained alone, and now we see the final day of the Chunin exams arrived, as Team 13 was waiting there, as both of them, I don't think he's gonna arrive, as that is when Naruto arrived. He was wearing an all black t-shirt, black shinobi pants, and black shinobi sandals, as well as a black jacket over him, as he wore a headband over his head, his blonde hair covering his eyes. I'm here. Even if we don't see eye to eye, we are still a team, as both of the siblings got happy, but that doesn't mean that we are siblings or friends. We are just teammates. And like any other teammate, I will fulfill my conditions. I only have to bear with you until we become Chunin, so it's best if we just keep to ourselves. And you worry about yourselves to pass, and I will worry about mine. As after that we see the siblings were quite saddened, but Kushina gave them all the best, which Naruto ignored as it hurted her. As now we see the first part begin. It was a test in which many had to cheat without getting caught. Naruto, being him, was easily able to do so because he has learned a new ability. Now from the dark dust or, well, aura from which he could summon his Sai. He could create a shadow being, which was only seen by him, that he could send to anyone to see what they were doing, and they were directly linked to his eyes and controlled by his mind. As Naruto has sent it out two of them and was able to see what everyone was doing and write down his answers, and in this way, without even lifting an eyelid, he was able to gather intel. And the first one to submit, he says, "I'm done," he said, as he gave the paper to his sensei. And after that he waited, and after what seemed like an hour, the test ended, and the second part of the tuning exams began, as Anko braked in through the window and told them to come to the Forest of Death. As after arriving there, we see that a Ganon creeped up of Anko, and after that, they were given scrolls, Heaven or Earth scroll. They had to get an each pair to pass. As after that, the teams were sent to fend for themselves. Naruto and Team 13 remained quiet throughout the all journey, and that is when Naruto sensed something was off with Sasuke. As they were close, arriving towards them, Naruto stopped. "Naruto, we have to go. The tuning exams. Here, my clone will go with you. This way we'll be able to pass." "No." "Fine." As Naruto then went with them and led his clone to the other side. As soon as they entered the tower, Naruto replaced himself with the clone, as by conditions he was the one who succeeded in the second exams, and now he switched himself with the clone and right in front of Sasuke and kicked away a snake that was elongated. "Sasuke, you're okay?" "Naruto, what the hell are you doing here?" "I sensed something was off, and the seal gave off." "Now? After all this time? Where were you?" "Because of rules and regulations, I was stuck. I would have been here before that." "My oh my, what do we have here?" As Naruto then said, "Sasuke, for mission 1, go." As Sasuke brought out two kunais and began to dash towards Orochimaru from one side, as Naruto brought out from dark dust two of his Sais as well, as he charged towards Orochimaru. As Naruto and Sasuke both battled out Orochimaru and even were able to land a few hits and wound him badly. As in the end, Orochimaru was Orochimaru, and he was cunning. Team 7 was beaten badly, and Naruto was there, panting heavily and coughing some blood because he was too wounded. I must admit, you, Naruto-kun, has proven to me that you are more vital than Sasuke Uchiha. And you have some certainly interesting ability." As Naruto eyes were panting. Naruto was panting and his eyes were going in and out of focus. "Sasuke, I have to hold him off. Run. Run with your team." "No, I'm not gonna leave you behind, you dope." "Run, you idiot. Get help. He's Orochimaru. I'm gonna buy you as much time as you want. Don't look back. Here you go. Another scroll." As given the scroll that they needed, they dashed as fast as they could. As Naruto then, at the time, tried to fight Orochimaru, but Orochimaru just threw him around like ragdoll. As on the other side, Sasuke, reaching the center part, announced to everyone what was going on, and Anbuz as the Kage rushed towards them. As Naruto was on the ground, as he was about to be bitten, we see Naruto raise from the ground, as a dark figure surrounded him from behind, an ominous figure. It also held a Sai. As Naruto's eyes opened, and they were complete white. The blue sides at least, then they were glowing as Naruto with a single hand shield and said, "Secret arts. Reaper Sai." As Reaper slash, as with a simple slash from the side of the Reaper, Orochimaru's soul was cut in half, and Orochimaru's eyes widened in fear as he felt this energy. What is this? This is not chakra. This is... As after that he noticed that, as with this last word, he died. As the dark shadow disappeared, as Naruto fell to his knees, his vision finally giving out, as he passed out, seeing that his father was running towards him. As now we see that once Naruto woke up, the preliminary rounds were over, and not only that, the finals were done as well, since Konoha Crush was stopped by him, since there was no Orochimaru, who was killed by him. Naruto then looked down towards his teammates and his siblings. "If you have anything to say, before you do, I have to save him. He's the He's like a brother to me. And what about us? Even if you hate or try to deny it, we are your siblings. I know. I'm sorry for worrying you or, causing you to. Well, we're not worried about the Chunin exams being stopped, Naruto. What we are worried about, you could have died. You're badly injured, chakra exhausted. And you were fighting off a fucking Sanin, said Menma. That was insane. He is one of the strongest and rogue shinobis, and the most dangerous one as well. You just went with him head to head. I did. As that is when Minato and Kushina arrived. As Kushina then forcefully hugged her son. I don't care if you hate me. Hate me as much as you want. But at least for the time being, just let me hug my son. As Kushina cried, as Naruto finally gave in and didn't do anything, as Kushina hugged him for a long time, as she cried for a long time. As after that, we see Kushina was laid next to him on the couch as she rested there, as Naruto didn't sleep that night. All his life he wanted a family, and now there was one family who gave a damn about him in front of him. But what about Sasuke? He couldn't forget about his promise that he made. Both of them will get revenge for what he has done. As now we see Naruto get up that night as he limped towards Kushina, as he placed a hand on her head. Kajan, I wanted to say this word for a long time. I promise. I'll give you a chance, all of you. We all will be a family once more, I guess. I don't know. But I have something to do first. I can't leave my friend behind. Uzumakis don't leave one behind, said Naruto. Since he has heard this, he, being an Uzumaki, now knew why he was hell-bent on saving Sasuke first. As now we see, the next morning came as Naruto was called to the Hokage office and was awarded with the Chunin vest for stopping and taking down Orochimaru, who was your first skill and quite an achievement. You have been, it has been discussed to give you the Jonin rank, but since you're not that much mature and you lack the experience that much, we are giving you a high-ranking Chunin vest. You are the highest-ranking Chunin now, Naruto. Congratulations. As everyone clapped, and Naruto was awarded with that, and Sasuke too was given the Chunin vest, since he was able to not only alert about the invasion, but also helped out Naruto in battle. And he was a mid-range Chunin, and the final Chunin was Shikamaru, as the three were the only ones who became Chunin that day, while the Chunin exams was halted. As this was going on in Konoha, we go towards the Amegakure, where another storm was brewing. The Akatsuki have gathered funds, an organization that was at one time, going for peace, but now they were on their own. Pain-sama, Naruto Uzumaki, the sibling of the Jinchuriki, has taken down Orochimaru at the age of 13. He has some sort of omnibus powers, something akin to Hidan but much more sinister. Interesting. What could be more stronger than Jashin-sama? I want to meet that brat and see if he has what it takes. Naruto Uzumaki will be no hurdle to us. Itachi Uchiha, you and Hidan, both of you will go alongside your teammates and see what you can do about this pest of ours. As Itachi nodded, as now we see Itachi, Kisame, as well as Hidan and Kakazu were sent to scout out Konoha. As on the other side, Konoha and Suna has made an alliance once more, and also let go of those who were, held captive, because turns out Suna's Kazekage was killed and was impersonated by Orochimaru, and they were being led to nose by him. And since Konoha crash didn't happen, everything was going as it was. As now we see Naruto and Sasuke were training, as that is when Naruto sensed something, and threw his sai, which disappeared into dust as it embedded itself into a tree. My oh my, brat, you have something akin to me. You're like a mini-me, said Hidan as he arrived outside. Who are you? It's been a long time, Naruto. As Naruto and Sasuke's eyes widened as they turned behind to find none other than Itachi standing there. Itachi. As Naruto then said, Sasuke, you take care of Itachi and Kisame. I'll handle these two. Do you know who even they are? Just try to avoid that sword. That's Samehara. Remember from the bingo book? He's something akin to a Biju. You have to avoid him. Take your best shot at Itachi and avoid looking into his eyes. I know, Naruto, I'm not a damn kid. I have 3 tomos as well. I can see through a genjutsu now. Good. Formation 8. As both of them attacked, and then grabbed each other's arm after hitting one of the members. As Sasuke hit Itachi and Naruto hit Kisame. Both of them flung towards in the form of a boomerang, like towards the other team, as both of them were shocked. My oh my, these brats have some tricks up their sleeve, Kakazu. Interesting. As that is when we see both of them were then ambushed by the 4 of them. Sasuke was now beaten badly by them as well, as Naruto was as well. We were sent here all the way just to take care of this brat? And why? Why does Zetsu thinks that he is such of a threat? No, Naruto. As I was going to finish, I am going to. As something happened. At that time, in Naruto's hand, from Dark Cloud, a spear appeared as Naruto threw it towards Itachi. As Itachi barely able to dodge, Kisame wasn't, as in his chest the spear was embedded. As trees behind him were turned into splinters, at 10 to 20 trees destroyed, the spear still was going, as Kisame's chest was pierced. As he was on the ground on his knees, panting heavily and coughing a huge amount of blood. Seems like the brat got me good, guys. He's good. As after that we see Naruto then grabbed Kakazu and placed his hands together. Ashes. As nothing more happened except Kakazu's whole chest turned into ash as he crumbled down in his own self. As Itachi's eyes widened, as that is when he noticed some symbols began to appear on Naruto, as a dark aura surrounded him and formed a dark hood, almost like a Grim Reaper, as a sigh of the Grim Reaper appeared. I'm gonna take you down. Twin Slash. As 2 sides appeared, as an X shape formed on Hidan as he was distributed in, X-like form, as he still was alive, but Naruto, making his sai into one again, slammed his sai in the middle of his head, chopping it in half, and then extracted his soul, burning it with his dark flames. As he began to march slowly towards Itachi, his eyes turning blood red. What's it going to be, Itachi Uchiha? Your crimes, they are many. But what is this? Kindness. You have shown empathy. It is not me. It is not for me to judge. Not at least now. Who are you? You know me. Your clans know me. Because I originated from you. Isn't that what you say? No. We are the one who originated from you. Shinigami-sama. Correct, brat. So you do know. What are you doing in Naruto? The kid has my blessing. He is my avatar. And he has the ability to summon me while he is in deep threats, like he was today. And plus, this Hidan bastard was getting on my nerves, and I need to take him out as fast as possible. I see. Now I'm gonna give you a chance to escape. Naruto. What do you mean? As that is when Sasuke noticed this was not Naruto. As Itachi then said, Sasuke, this is not Naruto, don't get close. What do you mean, Itachi? What do you mean this is not Naruto? Naruto, break out of it. As Naruto swung his arms, throwing Sasuke back. Shinigami-sama, please. As at that words, Sasuke was shocked. Shinigami-sama? What do you mean by that, Itachi? I'll confess, I promise. Good, do so then. As Itachi then looked towards Sasuke and confessed everything. And after that, Sasuke was taken aback. What? Is he? Of course he's telling the truth, brat. What makes you think that he would lie in my presence? Your clan still exists, and they're on the farthest of reaches. There is a map left. You're still in contact with your other friend. What was his name? Shisui. This is the map. And now, before you go to the other side, is there anything you have to say? Take care of yourself, Sasuke. Take care of yourself and our clan. Stay in contact. You and Shisui are its protector. Nisan, why? I have to go now. My time is almost up, isn't it? Of course it is. That is why I'm here to collect. Your sins will be washed away with this. Cleansing slash. As a white sigh appeared instead of the black one, as with a single slash Itachi's whole soul disappeared. But his body, it turned into ashes and disappeared itself. As that is when Sasuke's eyes widened. Naruto. I am not Naruto, brat. I am Shinigami. Remember that. And once Naruto wake up, tell him that he has to deal with the Akatsuki. He now has the ability to use the powers of a Reaper, and I want their souls. I will tell him, Shinigami-sama. Good. As with that said, Naruto's body slumped to the ground as he passed out. Cold. After that, Sasuke dashed towards Naruto. As after some trying, Naruto woke up. What happened? What happened to the others? They attacked us, Naruto said. You took care of them. What? But I thought I lost consciousness. No, Naruto. I have to tell you everything. As after everything was revealed, Naruto was shocked. I can't believe this. So, you mean to say that Shinigami has blessed me? And not only that, I have the abilities of a Reaper. Yes. And now you are officially a Reaper of Shinigami. And you, with your own soul, have your own rights, but you can't deny the duty that Shinigami has sent upon you. And this is his one and only task that he wishes for you to do. Take care of the Akatsuki members. Then I guess I have to do and deal with this. What? Are you insane? Not like this or now. You have to train hard with your powers. I have to find them out. I have to go on my own, Sasuke. And besides, I'm happy to know you have your family as well. But you have your family as well, Naruto, like you told me the Uzumaki Namikaze family. Don't tell them this. They don't need to know now. This is a suicide mission, Naruto. Don't tell me that you're... As Sasuke's eyes widened. Wait. You are going to. As Naruto smiled. I don't know if I'm gonna make it back or not. Heck, dealing with them was alone enough. Kind of traumatic. Then this is a... This is not going to work, Naruto. You have to realize that. I'm sorry, my friend, but I have to try. Besides, Shinigami's orders can't deny that, right? I have to do this. Goodbye, Sasuke. Thanks for being my friend. As Naruto knocked him out and placed him in the sun and tree shade, as he left his headband in his hand and left. As once Sasuke woke up, it was already nighttime, and in his hand he saw Naruto's headband. God damn it, Naruto! As Sasuke, taking this chance, dashed towards the Hokage office and revealed to him everything that he has witnessed. Oh no. Oh my god. Why did you not tell us? I was going to, but Naruto once woke up. He talked. I told him everything and he just decided that he has to leave. Sasuke, we have to find him. Anbus, go and search for Naruto and bring him to me this instant without any harm. You have to search to other villages, land of fire, other lands. Go, just track him down. As now we see, the Anbus were sent out, and the other shinobis as well. And even Sasuke was going out there to look for them. For him. As on the other side, Naruto, with a few weeks of searching on his own, as a few weeks went by, was able to track down the Akatsuki members as he arrived at the Amegakure gates. As there, in front of him waited the Akatsuki members themselves. Konan, as well as Sasori, Deidara, and none other than Paths of Pain and Tendopath himself, and Tobi and Zetsu. My oh my, you have some guts, brat. Taking down 4 of the members, prime members, and then arriving in front of us, you must have a death wish. I don't know. But it needs to end. I can't allow you to live on anymore. Shinigami-sama has decreed it. You think that we would listen to you and your pathetic god? I am a god, boy. Look at my eyes. And with that, the battle commenced as Naruto, using his shinobi abilities as well as his abilities, was trying his best, but he was thrown around like a rag doll. As Naruto, in the end, was beaten badly. As Naruto at that time realized that he was playing all this time like a shinobi would, or using his powers like a Kekkeienkai. Even if he was a Reaper, he has not embraced himself. And that is when he did. As the darkness arrived, as the dark clouds made a cloak for him, as the sigh of a reaper appeared in his hands that he grabbed from dark dust, as his eyes turned blood red, as he looked up towards them, as his already black clothes were now overcome with a dark overcoat, as the hood dropped, revealing his dark red eyes with slits, as he held the sigh of the reaper. I am a reaper of Shinigami, and it is my duty to fulfill my lord's order, and your lives have been forfeited. As with a single slash, some of the heads were cleaved off, as a battle commenced, and Pain with his, Rinnegan tried to overpower him, and Zetsu as well, but in the end they too failed. And now, the masked person was the only one left behind, as Naruto slitted the throat of Konan. As now we see Naruto advancing towards him. You have caused enough pain, Obito Uchiha. Your soul is condemned to hell, the deepest pits of it, alongside Zetsu. So you do know who I am. Then I guess you do know what I did. Of course. I am the Reaper of Shinigami-sama. I have the list of your crimes. And why you did it. For a petty reason. A petty reason, you say? Those fuckers killed her. She's in a better place now. You should have been as well. You should have changed, followed her word, followed your true heart, but you didn't. It doesn't matter, let's just finish this. As the battle commenced, but in the end, like many other, the power of Reaper was much more enough and paranormal for, even Obito, and he too fell to him. But overusing the powers, Naruto too fell unconscious, as he was bleeding out, as he saw the sun rise. I see. As he coughed a huge amount of blood. What is this? As he heard a voice, don't worry, kid. I won't let you die. You didn't disappoint me. This was my one and only order. You still are blessed by me. Whenever you need me, call upon me and I'll help your needs. As that is when Naruto saw Sasuke as well as his family dashing towards him. His siblings, and behind them were his parents and Anbus. Secure the area, Naruto. As Naruto, eyes closed with a smile on his face. And once he woke up, he was back in Konoha with his family and friends, as Sasuke was there. As Naruto, after waking up, then said, I'm sorry for worrying you. You damn bastard! I told you we'll take care of this together. You broke your promise, Naruto. You left me behind. I'm sorry, Sasuke. If we were a little late, you would have died because of chakra poisoning. I'm sorry. I would never do this again. Like I would let you. I'll break your arms and legs if you do something like this. Got it? As Naruto looked at his family, who looked down. It's okay. Maybe we should give each other a chance. Forgive me for my foolishness. I guess. We're even, kind of. Yeah, I guess so. Said Minato, as they had a family hug. And Sasuke was surprised when Kushina brought her in too. You're kind of my godchild, Sasuke. So I'm not gonna let you live alone. Actually, I have a clan. What? But the Uchihas. As everything was revealed to them. And that is when the truth came out. That it was the elders and they were executed. Hiruzen was forbidden to ever set a foot inside the council chamber because it was his negligence. But it was needed to be done. As on the other side, the remaining Uchihas were called back as Shisui, a grown-up now, came back with many innocent Uchihas who could have died that night. As Sasuke and Naruto watched him, these could have died as well, if it wasn't for your brother's quick thinking. Yeah. But in the end, I kind of hate how I can't hate him for what he did. Yeah, I guess. But in a sense, you will have a family of your own. My Kachan is your godmother, I know. I'm happy to be in some way related to you, Naruto. You're always were a brother to me and still are. I guess so as well. Well, here's to the better future than Naruto. Of course, my friend. As both of them watched over the Uchihas as they moved back, and Konoha for once again became peaceful and whole again. And as for the other nations, well, they had their own wars going on within them, but they too, within themselves, found peace. As this is where I'm going to be leaving this movie off, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one, and if you did, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. As this is Apollo Uchiha, and I'm signing off for the day. Peace